Hariom students, welcome to today's online session. Topic is electricity and circuits part 1. In before going to this lesson, let us watch this video.
Oh no! A power cut again? It's so dark all of a sudden. I cannot see anything around.
There you are. Now you can see. Feeling better?
Yes, thanks. But how are you able to produce light? All the lights in the house have gone off due to the power cut.
I use electric cells to produce light.
Really? Electric cells, huh?
So in this video, what we have to understood in that video. So we have understood what is the importance of electricity. Let us discuss about the story of electricity. So what is the small story about importance of electricity. So observe this image. She is the Harika and he is Harika's father Rangana. So Harika's father Rangana had to go to the fields after dinner. Why? Watering the field in the night had become a useful practice due to power cuts throughout the day. Rangana walked out of the house and called Niharika asking for a torchlight. What he asking? He asking for a torchlight. She took the torch and cells out from the cupboard and handed over the torch light to her father. After inserting the cells, he switched on the torch but did not light up. Why the torch did not light up? Why? What could be the problem? Was there something wrong with the torch light? And the Niharika took back the torch and opened it and realized her mistake. So what she done the mistake? She had insert the cells in a wrong way. She changed the position of the cells. So what she changed? She changed the positions of the cells and handed over the working torchlight to her father. So in this story, what we have to discuss, what we have to understood, why does the position of cells affect the working of a torchlight? What does a cell contain? So let us discuss about the what is the importance of electricity, and so what are the topics covered in this lesson. The topics to be covered in this lesson: electricity, electric charge, electric cell and electric bulb. So what is the electricity? What are the importance of electricity? How do you define the electric charge? What is the difference in electric cell and electric bulb? Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn the electric charge has two charges. So one is positive charge and another one is negative charge. And the electric cell is a source of electricity. Electric cell is a source of electricity. And the electric cell has two terminals. So one is positive terminal and another one is negative terminal. And the electric bulb has filament that is connected to its terminals. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn the electric charge has two charges and electric cell has two terminals, and electric cell is a source of electricity and electric bulb has filament that is connected to its terminals. And before going to this topic, do you recognize the person you see on screen? Do you recognize the person you see on the screen? Who is he? Yes, he is the greatest Thomas Edison. Do you know what is know for? He know for in 1879 he invented the first practical long electric bulb. So what is this? He is the Thomas Edison. He invented in 1879 he invented the first practical long electric bulb. So this is the first electric bulb. And since then our homes light even after sunset. So you know that lights in our homes work on electricity. So without electricity we cannot do anything, and without electricity the electrical appliances is not working. Can you think? Yes, it is not possible to run the electrical appliances and any related the electrical systems or computer systems or whatever. Without electricity the appliances is not working. And the lights in our home work on electricity. So however, not only electricity, so not only use the bulb, so or air condition, television, water heater and fan. Is it correct? So and so on. I also need electricity to function. Is it correct? Yes. So without electricity the bulb is not glow, and the air conditioner is not working, and television also not working, and water heater also not working, and fan also not rotating. So these are all also need electricity to function. Is it correct? Yes. So without electricity we cannot do anything. And also the laser light. So this is also the laser light, and even also small flashlight or torch light work on electricity. Is it correct? Yes. So imagine our life without electricity in the world today. Without electricity in the world today, the discovery of electricity has helped to start a new revolution in the history humankind. So this is the discovery of electricity has helped to start a new revolution in the history of humankind. So this is known about the electricity. So without electricity the electric appliances is not work. So we need electricity to work the, for example, any system, computers also work with the help of electricity. The bulb also glow with the help of electricity, and so many will be there. So tell me some activities in which we use electricity. For example, getting air through fans and ACs. Yes. Storing the food materials through refrigerators, we use the electricity. And getting water from wells through motor pump sets. Yes, we use electricity. Without electricity the motor is not working. And the using electricity for traveling and transportation through vehicles, electric trains or etc. Is it? Yes. So the vehicles are trains, electric trains also we use electricity. And so these all the electricity helps of mixes and grinders. So in that food materials, with the help of mixers and grinders, grinding the food. So grinding the food materials with the help of mixers and grinders is use the electricity. So tell me students some suggestions to save electricity. So what are the suggestions? Tell me once recognize, once remember that we have to save the electricity. Switch off the fan and lights whenever you leave the home, and check up the water taps and keep them in good condition to avoid the wastage of water, so that the electricity used for water supply will be saved. Yes. Everyone should see that keeping electrical circuits such as switches, plugs, bulbs etc. in good condition, and it is very good to use LED bulbs. So why we have to use the LED bulbs? So in LED bulbs, instead of using tungsten, filament, candle bulbs and tube lights. So these are the suggestions to save electricity, and these are the daily activities in which we use the electricity. So I hope you all have understood the importance of electricity. And let us discuss about what are the forms of electricity. What are the forms of electricity? So what are the forms of electricity? Basically two forms of electricity. So one is static electricity, another one is dynamic electricity. So for now only interested in dynamic electricity. So what are the two forms of electricity? Static electricity and dynamic electricity. And what is the electricity? The flow of electric charges. What is the electricity? The flow of electric charges is known as the electricity. What is the electricity? The flow of electric charges is known as electricity. And for now only we have to interested to discuss about the dynamic electricity. What is the dynamic electricity? Let us discuss about the what is dynamic electricity. So in dynamic electricity is moving of electric charges. So what are the charges? What are the charges? What are the electric charges? You know that in 6th class, in previous we have to learn the charges. Yes. So in this 6th class we have to learn the what are the electric charges. So there are two types of electric charges. So one is positive charge and another one is negative charge. And think of magnets for movements. We know that. So we have to think of magnets. We have to movement for movement. We know that like poles and unlike poles. So what is the like poles? Like means same poles. So here north and north and south and south. So this north pole and south pole is always repulsed to each other. But in north and south is always attract to each other. So why? Because these are the like poles and these are the unlike poles. These have same signs. North and north, south and south is the same signs. So these are always repulsed to each other. So in north and south is different poles, unlike poles. So these always attract to each other. And another one, so this is the electric charge. You know that electric charge? So positive, negative, negative. So here there are two types of electric charges. One is positive. So this positive is denoted by the sign is plus. Negative is denoted by the minus. Is it? So here the positive sign and positive sign. In before we have to discuss about the north and north is always repulsed to each other. Like that the positive and positive is always repulsed to each other. And negative and negative is always repulsed to each other, but in the positive and negative is always attract to each other. So this is known about the electric charge. So electric charge is the flow of moving charges. So what are the two? So these are the two types of electric charges: positive charge and negative charge. I hope you all have understood about the electric charges. Let us discuss about the electric cell. So what is the electric cell? Why we have to use the electric cells? What is the electric cell? So this is the electric cell. So in this electric cell we have to use in alarm clocks, wristwatches, transistor radios, cameras and many other devices. Yes. So this electric cell we have to use in alarm clocks, wristwatches, transistor radios and cameras and many other devices. Have you ever carefully looked at the electric cell? Yes, you might have noticed that it has a small metal cap on one side. So this is the small metal cap on one side and another side is the metal disc. We have to observe this image. So what is we have to observe this image, what we have to observe? So first one, a small metal cap on one side and another side, what is the metal disc on the other side. Did you notice a positive sign and negative sign marked on electric cell? Yes. So the metal cap, so this metal cap is the positive terminal. The metal cap is the positive terminal of the electric cell and the metal disc is the negative terminal of the metal disc. The metal disc is the negative terminal. All electric cell has two terminals. So any electric cell has two terminals. One is positive, another one is negative. So the one is positive and another one is the negative terminal. And a electric cell produces electricity. Is it? Yes. So how the electric cell produces electricity? Because an electric cell produces electricity from the chemicals stored inside it. So inside what will be there? chemicals. So the chemicals is stored inside it. The chemicals is stored inside it. When the chemicals in the electric cell are used up, so after what happens, the electric cell stops producing electricity. The electric cell stops producing the electricity. So this electric cell then has to be replaced with a new one. Then it will be working. So that is known about the electric cell. So what is the electric cell, students? How do you I hope you all have understood. So once again we have to repeat this activity. So what is the electric cell? So in this electric cell, where we have to use, it is used in alarm clocks, wristwatches and transistor radios, cameras and many other devices. So in this one, in first one, so it is metal cap. You have to observe this. This is the, we have to observe this. This is the metal cap, and the metal cap is one side and metal disc is the another side. So did you notice a positive sign and negative sign? Yes. So in this electric cell, the metal cap is the positive terminal of the electric cell and the metal disc is the negative terminal. So the electric cell have two terminals. One is positive terminal and another one is negative terminal. And what it produces, the electric cell is produces electricity from the, how it will be produced? From the chemicals stored inside it. And let us discuss about the electric bulb. What is the electric bulb? What is the electric bulb? What is the electric bulb? And we have to discuss about the electric bulb and torch, and again we have discussed about the torch bulb. So what does a torch bulb contain? How does it differ from an electric bulb? So let us discuss about that. So in before going to this, we have to discuss about the one of the activity. So observe this. Take a torch and look inside its bulb. First we have to take a torch and look inside its bulb. You can also take out the bulb with the help of your parents. Okay, what do you notice? What do you observe? Do you find any thin wire fixed in the middle of the glass bulb? Yes. Do you find any thin wire? Yes. So this is the thin wire. So this thin wire is middle of the glass bulb. Now switch the torch. Switch the torch and observe which part of the bulb is glowing. So which part of the bulb is glowing? Which part of the bulb is glowing? So this filament part. So this is the bulb will be glowing. So how the thin wire that gives off light is called the filament. So what is we have to call the filament? The thin wire that gives off light is called filament of the bulb. The filament is fixed to thicker wires. So this is two thicker wires. This is two thicker wires, and which also provides support to it. So we have to observe these two images, the two terminals of the bulb. These two terminals are fixed in such a way that do not touch each other. So the electric bulbs are used at homes also have similar designs. Is it correct? So let us discuss about the what is the difference between the torch bulb and electric bulb. So in torch bulb, what is there? So in torch bulb, a torch bulb is consist of a glass chamber. So this is the glass chamber. A torch bulb is consist of a glass chamber. This chamber fixed on a metal base. This chamber is fixed on a metal base. So this is the metal base. This chamber is fixed on a metal base. Two metal wires are firmly fixed. Two metal wires are firmly fixed. So these are two metal wires is fixed inside it. One wire is attached to the metal cap. One wire. So this is the metal cap. This is the metal cap. One wire is attached to the metal cap, and the other wire is attached base the center of the metal cap, and another wire is attached to the base of the center of the metal cap. So this is the base. This is the base. So this is two wires. One wire is attached to the metal cap and other wire is attached base at the center of the metal cap. These wires act as two terminals. So these are the two terminals. So which one is act as two terminals? These wires are act as two terminals. These two terminals do not touch each other. So this is known about the torch bulb. This is known about the torch bulb inside view. And what about that electric bulb? So the electric bulb, the arrangement in electric bulb is different. Is it correct? Yes. In this bulb, the two metal wires. So these are the two metal wires. So these two metal wires are attached to the two terminals at the bottom of the metal cap. So these are attached to the bottom of the metal caps. So these are the two terminals bottom of the metal caps. Two terminals is attached to the bottom of the metal caps, and the bulb contained in a filament made up of tungsten metal. So it is a filament. So this filament is made up of tungsten metal. It is a thin spring like a wire. It is a thin wire. It is attached to the two metal wires inside the glass chamber. Two metal wires. It is attached to metal wires inside the glass chamber. So this two is attached inside the glass chamber. So this is known about the electric bulb. So that is the difference between electric torch bulb and electric bulb. So why do bulbs have two terminals? Why the bulbs have two terminals? Why? What is the reason? Think. Why the bulbs have two terminals? Because the current enters the bulb through one of these terminals and leave the bulb through the other terminal. So there are two terminals in the bulb. Is it? Yes. I hope you all have understood about the electric bulb. So, and let us briefly label that parts of the electric bulb. So observe this image. So first one, so they have the 11 parts will be there. The first one, glass bulb or glass chamber, and second one, low pressure inert gas. So this is low pressure inert gas, and third one is the tungsten filament or tungsten filament, and fourth one, so this fourth one is the contact wire, connect wire or contact wire goes out from stem. And so in fifth one also this is the contact wire, and sixth one also this is support wires, and seventh one is the stem it is mount the glass mount, and eighth one is the contact wire. So these are all the contact wires to the metals terminals, and ninth one is the cap, and 10th one is the insulation. What is that? Insulation. 11th one is the electrical contact. So that electrical contact is the terminals. So that is known about the electric bulb, the parts of the electric bulb. And let us discuss about the summary. So in this summary, let us summarize what we have to learn in this topic. So what we have to learn in this topic, students? Electric charge has two charges. What are they? One is positive charge and another one is negative charge. And the electric cell is a source of electricity, and electric cell has two terminals. What are the two terminals, students? One is positive terminal and another one is negative terminal, and the bulb has filament that is connected to the terminals. Is it? Yes, the filament is connected to the terminals. And electric bulb glows when the electric current passes through it. So when the electric bulb glows, when the electric current is passes through it. So in these topics we have to learn in this lesson. In before we have to discuss about the in electric cell, no. So one video will be there. Let us watch this video. You will be easily able to understand the how to connect the what is the importance of electric cell.
Dry cell battery used in a torch or transistor radio is a source of electric current. Every battery has two terminals marked plus and minus. When a metallic wire connects these two terminals, the electrons resulted from chemical reaction start flowing through the wire, constituting an electric current. These electrons flow from the negative to positive terminal. Thus, a cell is a simple device in which chemical energy is changed into electric energy.
Yes. In this video, what we have to understood, students? So in this video, what is the electric cell, how the working of electric cell, and why we have to use that, how the electric cell flows, what inside will be there, what will be there inside electric cell, stored in chemicals stored inside it. So when the chemicals is in the electric cell are used up, then what happens? The electric cell stops producing electricity. So I hope you all have understood in this topic. Hari Om students, thank you.